legendary coach at Montville High School, and we were very lucky to have.
Welcome back to the pregame report. I'm Ben DeVella, joined by Delbarton head coach Brian Bowers. Coach, how you doing today?
I'm doing well. I'm excited to go. It's Friday before a big game. The school's buzzing. You walk the halls. The kids are all excited. Certainly, our football team has worked hard all week long, so can't wait to get there. 24 hours.
Yep, and unfortunately, this past offseason, former special teams coach for Delbarton, Jerry Gallagher, passed away due to complications with diabetes. A really unfortunate loss, but he had a great impact on the Delbarton program. Coach, you knew him pretty well. What was your relationship like with him?
Had a very, very close relationship with Coach. One of the finest human beings that I've ever known. Just a remarkable person, remarkable coach, over 50 years in college, in high school. He had championship level programs at Morris Catholic as a young coach. He built William Patterson University and brought them to unprecedented success in the 80s and 90s. He was a legendary coach at Montville High School, and we were very lucky to have Coach Gallagher with us for his last 9 years of coaching here at Delbarton. Just made so many impactful moments with our young men, and I'm better for having known him. Our team is better for having known him, and this is a wonderful opportunity to recognize Coach Gallagher at this game. Before the game and during the game, we're going to have a fundraiser for the American Diabetes Association and donate on behalf of Coach Gallagher, and just recognize one of the true greats of New Jersey football history.
Right. You mentioned all of the coaching years that he had. What would you say his best coaching attribute was?
His best coaching attribute was that he had the ability to really connect with kids, with young football players, and make them believe that they could do things that they didn't think they had in them. And the great thing about Coach was, it wasn't just the starting, kid on the lineup. It was really every kid he influenced, and he demanded the best out of every young man that he coached. And they always gave it to him because they knew how much he cared for them personally, and you didn't want to let him down. And his ability to bring teams together and rally them was remarkable. He had so many incredible attributes, but I just say that ability to connect with kids was something truly special.
Yeah, and you talk about that ability. What made him so likable?
Well, he loved football. Number one, his love of football just spilled over everything he did. He had a great sense of humor. He was an intense coach, but not so in a way that kids ever felt like nervous around him. You just knew that he loved the game. He wanted the best out of you. He had a great sense of humor. And he was just the kind of person that you could rally around, and got along with everyone, got along with the players, the coaches, the parents, had a warm smile, and truly a legend in the New Jersey football coaching community because he outworked everyone. He was a volunteer in almost every organization that we ever had. Anything that he could do to promote the game of football, he did. And he's just selfless. When you're around someone that's selfless, and it's not about them, but it's about something bigger than them, there's something contagious about that, and he was pretty special.
Yeah, you're making it sound like it. It's quite fitting how this game for Delbarton versus Seton Hall Prep, one of the biggest games for Delbarton's year, and you talked about it before, how important this matchup is for the season and how big of a rival you guys have with Seton Hall. How fitting is it that this game is the same day as Coach Gallagher's recognition?
Yeah, honestly, in the schedule, we were looking for the appropriate day to do this. homecoming was just going to be too crazy, and then we wanted to make sure that all his family could be here, and really this was the best weekend that worked. It just so happened that it is against Seton Hall Prep, our great rival, and a rival that we respect, that Coach Gallagher respects, and there's nothing like a big game against a rival opponent that you respect. That's really what Coach Gallagher was all about. Coach Gallagher, his love of special teams in particular, we know that that's something that through his coaching made us a lot better. And we're hoping in particular that aspect of the game for us really comes through this week. In that special, nod to Coach G, who's looking down and really wanting the best out of us and best out of both teams. Coach Gallagher right now is wanting a great football game, and there's nothing like that. And there's nothing like a rival like Seton Hall Prep. So we're certainly excited that we can recognize him in this kind of an environment, because this is what he deserves.
Really is. It really is. And kickoff is at 1 o'clock. Hopefully this is one of those great games. Delbarton gets the win, hopefully. And we'll be back with more pregame coverage. Thanks, Coach Bowers.
Thanks, Ben. Much appreciated. Thank you.
Thank you. It was really great being able to speak with Coach Bowers and learn so much about the late coach. Ryan, what do you have?
Yeah, such a lasting impact on this team, special teams coach for the Green Wave, and even coaching before at Montville, and William Patterson, just a great coach and a great human being to be around.
Yeah, we'll be back with more with the phenomenal game from last night between two of the top teams in the state. It was quite the battle up in Bergen County last night, with the number 2 Ironmen taking down the number 1 seeded Bergen Catholic and number 9 team in the country, Crusaders, 14-9. It was quite the show. Even though it was low scoring, it was very entertaining. Julie, what'd you see?
I mean, absolutely. That game was just electric at Don Bosco. The student section was a major factor there. Don Bosco's defense looked super strong the whole game. They were just pounding the rock in the run game, and overall really just dominated a Bergen Catholic team physically.
Yeah, and when it comes to later in the game, you need your defense to step up against that really good offense. That interception on 4th down was crucial in the end zone to ice it, but what a game that was, and one to remember for New Jersey.
Absolutely. Big moments from this game. hopefully we'll have an even better game here today.
Yeah, we'll be back after a short commercial break with coverage for today's game. Welcome back to our pregame coverage, and here is the time. It's time to talk about the matchup that we will be covering today between the Pirates and the Green Wave. Ryan, what do you have?
Yeah, I think the real key here is going to be Delbarton's passing offense. Last week against St. Peter's Prep, we really saw an efficient run game, but too many turnovers and too inefficient in the passing game. It kept their defense on the field, which really hurt them. The keys to today are starting to find new receivers, get easy reads for Gavin Gallardi, and get that defense off the field. That's going to be the biggest thing for Delbarton today. Yeah,
and I really want to talk about the offense for this matchup because that's really where the winner is going to come out of. You talked about the weapons for Gavin Gallardi. Chaz Cusimano, originally a wide receiver, switched to safety his freshman year, but now with the wide receiver 2 with Xavier Rodriguez and the wide receiver 3 with
Jack
Castellano, yeah, them two both being out with shoulder injuries. Chaz Cusimano was taking some reps at wide receiver, so watch out for him. He might have an impact. Otherwise, for Seton Hall Prep, Leonard West and Bryce Robbins. Those two running backs have combined for nearly 300 yards on the ground, and that has really been the center point of this Pirates offense. So watch out for them. And again, it's just those silly mistakes that the Green Wave were having during their homecoming. Look for them to fix that up, and we'll be back after with Ryan's interview with Coach Shea.
Down here on the field with Coach Chi, the offensive coordinator. Coach, how important has the trio of Kylie, Tafuri, and Irby Mason been for that running game?
Yeah, they're three of our best players on offense, and it's really important to kind of find them touches, and they've been super important. They can block, they can run, a lot of catching out of the backfield. They've been really important for our offense.
Yeah, and with that strong running game, what's going to be the key to get the passing game going today?
Yeah, I think it's going to be getting us in some third and favorable situations, letting our young quarterback make some easy reads when we're in a third and medium, third and short situation. Staying ahead of the change is going to be important today.
And you had 2 big injuries last week to Xavier Rodriguez and Jack Castellano. How do you adjust to that passing game now?
Yeah, really, it's, we have 2 good receivers in Grant Van Raphorst and Gerard Hughes. Some young guys have to step up. We believe that we have some good answers for both of them going down, and we're going to have to use a lot of our 3 running backs a lot in different sets, so I'm looking forward to that today.
Yep, thanks very much. Good luck today,
Awesome.
Coach.
Thank you very much.
Welcome back to coverage of today's Week 4 matchup between the Seton Hall Prep Pirates and the Delbarton Green Wave. I'm Ben DeVoe, joined by Ryan Dooley, and these two teams, a big rivalry. And over the last 5 games, Delbarton has won 3 of the last 5 and 2 of the last 2. So what do you have going into this one?
Yeah, both teams have been off to slow starts, both with only 1 win, Seton Hall being 1-2 and Delbarton being 1-3. And, with this rivalry atmosphere, it's going to be a huge game for both teams. Expect a lot of physicality and a lot of energy coming from both teams.
Yeah, for sure. And one thing to note, Delbarton beat Seton Hall Prep during their homecoming last year 40-0. But Delbarton didn't have a great homecoming last week, losing to St. Peter's Prep 42-7. So a little bit of revenge in both teams.
Absolutely. And, that's all you can hope for in a game like this. There are going to be fireworks either way, and it's just going to be a fun one to watch.
Delbarton has won the toss, and they will defer. Mr. Lowy gets his 3rd loss for the day, and we haven't even kicked off yet, so maybe trying to get his record up from 10, which we had a couple weeks ago. But Delbarton, the number 12 team in the state.
Mr. Kane and Mr. Lowy going for records right now.
Yeah, Mr. Kane already has 2. But a big showing, especially from the visitors in the opposing bleachers. Delbarton also with a nice showing, so we'll see where this one goes. Both seasons on the line, arguably, and the turf monster trips up for Shaw. But yeah, definitely a big game for both sides.
And this is going to be a big test coming right now for the Delbarton defense. They have been strong. You saw them in the first half of the St. Peter's game last week. This is a strong defense, but the problem has been the offense, and the defense has been on the field for too long. They really want to get a quick stop here and then have an offense get a long drive and a scoring drive going. And
again, this is the first year with all these sophomores playing together on varsity. So as this team grows together, they should improve. But Ty Newcomb comes out onto the field to get this one started between the Green Wave and the Pirates. 2 wide receivers to the right. Newcomb throws it to Robbins. Coy chasing, and Robbins will run out of bounds, maybe a yard short of the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, good coverage there from the Green Wave, really swarming him in the backfield for a loss.
No gain on that play. We'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Trips to the right for Seton Hall.
Delbarton was showing blitz and just backed up.
Here's a run west, and he's stuffed at the line of scrimmage. And he picks up a few more on the second effort. So it'll be 3rd down and manageable.
Yeah, you saw that last week against St. Peter's a little bit too. Once you have the running back, you really need to get him down. You can't let off. You need to get more green jerseys into the pile to make sure there can't be any push or any extra gains. That's going to be big for the Green Wave.
For sure.
Big 3rd down here for Seton Hall. They want to get this drive going.
It's going to be 3rd and 3. Newcomb takes a snap. Quick pass is caught just around the 3rd down marker. And some more yards picked up. That's Aiden Lockett.
That's a great play from Seton Hall right there. Man coverage from the Green Wave. And you just see that little hook route on the outside, and then he makes a man miss. Great pickup for Seton Hall and great play call too.
Newcomb, only the sophomore, so we got a sophomore quarterback matchup, and he's been taking the role as of now. We know that the transfer for Seton Hall Prep is back on Sunday, so he'll be able to play in next week's matchup.
2-back set as there's going to be a motion.
Run by Robbins, and he's met in the backfield. Sclafani gets there.
That's a great play from Sclafani right there, blitzing off the edge, not confused by the motion. Great determination from Sclafani, having tunnel vision there on the back for a huge loss.
And that transfer is Jalen Bullock, I believe.
Yeah, he's been strong for Seton Hall. He's a great player.
He'll be back next week. He comes from Montclair.
And now you're behind the sticks. You really am forced into a passing situation. So look for a man-to-man coverage from the Green Wave.
Rolling left, firing. It's caught by Weston. A good tackle made.
And again, there, just a great play from the defense. They're going to get the fullback out into the flat to the left side. And then you just see Matt O'Leary just come straight down from his man. That's a great play recognition from him.
Yeah, Leonard West has 34 total touches for 165 yards and a touchdown on the season. It's been a split backfield between him and Robbins.
Yeah, and
Third down.
So far, Seton Hall has relied on a lot of passing.
Trips to the right. Newcomb gets it out quickly, passes behind his receiver. Was looking for Lockett to get on third down. And it's going to be 4th and long. The punting unit will come out for the Pirates.
That was a great drive for Delbarton's defense. Really controlled the run and the passing game well there. And now we got to see what the offense can do. This is going to be a big drive for the Green Wave offense.
And just stay put, though, because last week, St. Peter's, they had a faked punt, and they picked up the first down. So Declan Farrell out there to get this one away. Matt Fury to return. 2 Essex County guys. Farrell, this one will go bounce at the 28. Fury picks it up, and he's taken down with a loss of about 3 on the play. And the Delbarton offense will take over at the 22-yard line. We'll be back. We're back here. Gavin Gallardi out there with Kobe Irby Mason in the backfield. Fury goes in motion to the right. Now pivots back to the left. It'll be a screen pass caught by Van Raphorst. Breaks a tackle and then is taken down with a gain of about 4 on the play. And watch out, because if they get this guy involved, we've seen what they've done with past wide receiver ones.
Absolutely. And, you know, Grant Van Raphorst is going to have to step up this week. And I spoke to Coach Chi before the game. He said it's all about getting an easy read for Gavin Gallardi to start off this game. Limit turnovers.
For sure. He had 2 last week, 2 interceptions, and then had a fumble. But on the season, Gallardi 463 through the passing game with 5 touchdowns and 3 interceptions. It's going to be a run to Fury up the left side. And he's taken down by Taylor Daniels.
Yeah, and interesting to note there, that's a 2-back set for the Green Wave. We had both Matt Fury and Kobe Irby Mason in the backfield. They used that a lot against St. Peter's last week. A little bit of misdirection, just another wrinkle for the Seton Hall defense to deal with.
Coach Chi telling his guys to move quickly. 3rd and 2. Trips to the right. Hard count. We get an audible here. Gallardi communicating with his coordinator. To Fury, the single back. Wide receivers take a few steps to the right. Gallardi, screen pass, caught by Van Raphorst, trying to break a tackle, and he does! First down, Green Wave.
Great play design there from Coach Chi. You saw Seton Hall stacking the box with their linebackers, so they're going to audible out to that screen pass out wide, and then Grant Van Raphorst just breaking the tackle. Huge play.
Van Raphorst, 7 catches for 205 yards and 3 touchdowns coming into this one. He's already got 2 catches for about 10 yards.
Absolutely, and with 2 big wide receivers out in Jack Castellano and Xavier Rodriguez, look to him a lot today.
Gerard Yu will be the wide receiver 4. He fills in today. Lined up with Van Raphorst on the left side. Aiden Kelly picking up a few yards. Way to find the hole and break a few tackles.
Yeah, Austin Kiley there, the 3rd running back for a Green Wave. We've talked about it a lot so far, but just the versatility in the running back position for the Green Wave has been huge for them. They've had such a strong running game that largely comes from having so many weapons in the backfield.
For sure. And we're going to get that 2 running back look again for the Green Wave.
2nd and manageable here. They really have their entire playbook open right now.
Wouldn't be surprised if they could take a shot, but it's going to be to Fury getting met at the line of scrimmage, maybe with a gain of 1, and then picks up some more yardage.
Yeah, and that's just Matthew Tafuri for you. He is a fighter, and he's just breaking tackles and just keeping his feet moving, and he's going to pick up a play which really should have been a loss.
Tafuri with 41 total touches for 284 total yards and 3 total touchdowns.
And that's a big play because now you get to 3rd and short, which is huge for this offense.
Goulardi with the hard count. Communicating with the sideline.
And you see Seton Hall Prep stacking the box again.
Tafuri goes in motion. He'll get the pass out of the backfield. Turning right, has room ahead, picks up the first down and some more.
And that's really where this offense needs to get going. I've been mentioning it all day. This running game for Delbarton has been so strong, and now they're forcing the Seton Hall linebackers to crowd that box, and it just opens up the outside for those short screen passes. It's going to be huge for passing confidence moving forward in the game.
Completely.
New set of downs as they're approaching field goal range here. Great drive so far from Delbarton.
Tafuri comes out. Kiley is in. Goulardi will hand to Irby Mason and picks up a few yards up to the 41-yard line.
Yeah, solid gain there. You see, one thing that's so good about those two back sets is you get, first off, you don't know if they're going to hand it off to Kobe Irby Mason or Austin Kiley there. And second off, the other one acts as a lead blocker. Just another guy just helping move that run game forward.
2nd and 7. Goulardi drops back. He's going to look deep for Van Raphorst. And it's incomplete. It was a jump ball. Goulardi looking for a flag. But it'll be incomplete. Nice coverage there by Drew Dawkins.
Yeah, they've been using these short passes and run games all day. You saw man-to-man coverage on the left side there, so they're going to take a shot on that deep route from Grant Van Raphorst, just a tiny bit underthrown, but a great look exploiting that man-to-man coverage. Very dangerous play there from Seton Hall.
3rd and 7. Possible 4th down territory here, just past midfield.
And we saw him go for it in this similar situation last week against St. Peter's on the first drive.
We're going to have a timeout for the Green Wave.
They're going to talk this over. This is going to be a big 3rd down.
We'll be back with that 3rd down. Big 3rd down here for the Green Wave. Offense and defense is both taking the field. John Trafford out there on the right side. And Tafuri is the sole back. We're going to have trips to the left.
And let's see what Delbarton comes out here with. You see more Seton Hall defenders now covering that trips left formation, vacating the box a tiny bit. We'll see what happens.
Watch out for a screen pass. Nope, it's going to be Goulardi dropping back under pressure. It's tipped at the line of scrimmage.
Great play from the Seton Hall defense. You saw a corner blitz there coming off the left edge. Goulardi had to get out quick. It looks like he might have had Gerard Yu down the left side on a go route, but a great play from the Seton Hall line. Just getting their hands up and swatting it down. That's what you're taught to do.
Yeah, Coach Brian Bowers speaks very highly of that offensive line, but right there wasn't really able to hold up a heavy blitz, and it pays off. Delbarton will punt on this 4th and 7.
Yeah, trying to pin Seton Hall deep.
Giuseppe DiPietro, the punter for the Green Wave. And he gets this one away. Caught at the 11-yard line. Turning upfield, and he's tripped up. That was Benarski, and the Seton Hall Prep offense will come out onto the field. What are you looking to see here for improvements after the first drive?
Yeah, they just got to start establishing this run game. Something St. Peter's did really well was establishing the run game early. And then after that, it gets those safeties creeping up, those linebackers creeping up, really opens up that deep threat in the passing game, which we saw St. Peter's connect on. That's going to be their key. And, I mean, for Delbarton, they've done a great job resisting it so far. We'll see if they can keep it going.
2 running back look for the Pirates. Newcomb hands off. Here's Robbins.
Solid game there.
And when I spoke with Bryce Robbins after their Week 0 win over St. John Vianney, their only win on the season, he said he really goes out there and does it for the fans. And you see how many fans come out to this rivalry matchup. You could basically expect this to happen, but a lot of drive in that guy.
Yeah, this game means a lot to both fan bases. Both really want to win this game, and a great showing from both student sections.
Empty set, shotgun for Newcomb.
Delbarton's showing blitz here. Newcomb's going to have to get this ball out fast.
He's under pressure, and he goes down! Sclafani off the right edge.
And just a great play from the Delbarton defense there. You saw them crowding the line. You knew a blitz was coming. And now that play is really all on the cornerbacks. They need to hold coverage for a few seconds just to make sure there's nowhere to go with that ball.
Big third down. 17 yards to go. Delbarton safety's playing deep here around the 30-yard line. That's Stoll and Cusimano.
Yeah, now when you're this far behind the sticks, it gives the defense a little bit of safety. They're able to drop back some safeties into coverage.
Here it's going to be a screen pass, maybe trying to give Declan some room. And it'll be taken down just around the line of scrimmage. There is a flag on the play. This could be big.
No, this is going to be holding on the offense right there. One of the wide receivers just trying to hold that screen. It's still going to be a 4th down.
If I'm Coach Brian Bowers, I'm going to decline this one. It's already 4th down and 10. I don't think they're going to go for this.
Well, we'll see. There's some. Yep, and you're right. The Coach Bowers is going to give the sign to decline it.
And the guy who caught the ball there, Barrelford, limping off the field. The punting unit comes out, and the Green Wave forces 3 and almost out.
Yeah, you know, and a strong play there from Chase Hauser. He's the one who really broke that play up. He forced the holding penalty, and just making sure that receiver can't just run in a straight line and getting him to move a little bit. It slows him down and gives the rest of the defenders time to catch up.
Declan Farrell out to punt. Gets this one away. Stoll almost got there. His own guy basically took him out, and Kylie to Fury going right. Cuts upfield. And he gets to just about the 48-yard line, and that's where the Delbarton offense will take over. We'll be back after a short break. Oh, hello. The words that Jared Lowy just uttered, our producer, before killing his 5th wasp of the day. And it's becoming
numbers.
a sport here in the booth. Wonder if these wasps will ever learn. There's a whole graveyard in front of us near the window.
Looks like there's a down Seton Hall Prep player, so we'll have a little bit of a longer timeout.
That's going to be Michael Hug, the defensive tackle. He's actually from the town that I live in, Essex Fells. But we'll be back. We're back here. 2 running back look for the Green Wave. 1st and 10. It's going to be a handoff. Irby Mason around the left side. Breaks tackles. 2 guys to beat, and he's taken down at around the 31-yard line, but a big run from the junior.
Yeah, great play design, great blocking from the offensive line there. And Kobe Irby Mason's so explosive. If he has a gap, he's going to go through it, and he's going to get a lot of yards.
That's what he's going to do here as well, trucking through defenders, reaching.
And he's just a wrecking ball right now. You see him just running through everybody. He'll come off the sideline. He's been a great back for Delbarton so far. We come into the season thinking it's going to be all Matt Fury, and then Kobe Irby Mason really just breaks out. Here's another one.
I don't know if you guys heard that, but another Wasp kill. That's number 6.
Another two-back set here for Delbarton.
Screen pass. Van Raphorst around the right side. Open field. A flag on the play, but he's in for the touchdown.
And it looks like it was just holding on Gerard Yu there, the wide receiver blocking for Raphorst.
And this one's going to come back. Offensive holding.
And that's been working out really well for the Green Wave. They've been using these runs. They're able to use this formation. They're using all these runs, wearing down the Seton Hall defense, getting them to just creep a little bit further inside, and then it just opens up that wide receiver screen to the hashes. Would have been a huge play without that hold.
And I don't really think he needed to hold there. It seemed like he had a lot of open field ahead.
Yeah, it's almost like a pick there, too. You block the outside cornerback with the outside receiver, and then the inside cornerback can't get outside.
And the cornerbacks were playing deep.
Yeah.
Goulardi, fumbled snap, and he's going to fall on it. And those are the little things for the Green Wave. We saw it a lot last week, and that's going to really deflate this drive. 3rd and 20 to go.
Yeah, and that pushes them out of field goal range, too. That's a big miscommunication. He just brought his eyes up before he had the ball.
And you got to believe they're not going to punt if they get this up to what the original line of scrimmage was. So really playing for yards here.
Absolutely.
And that's exactly what they'll do. Pass to Fury, makes a move, jukes out Hug, and picks up about 5.
Yeah, Fury just powering through defenders, breaking the first tackle, getting yards after contact. We'll see what Delbarton decides to do here. It's really that gray area. Maybe slightly too far for a kick, maybe slightly too close for a punt.
Looks like the offense is staying out on the field.
We'll see what they go here. They're far behind the sticks. It's going to be a 15-yard pickup necessary for a first down.
Doesn't really make sense to punt here.
Not really, no. So they're going to team it outside of field goal range and go for it.
Goulardi launching deep, and it's going to be tipped, it looked like, and then Hug almost had the interception, but not successful on the 4th down. And the Seton Hall Prep offense will come out onto the field with generous field position. We'll be back. We're back here in Newcomb out on the field. Looks like West is in the backfield. It's going to be a little quick pass. Nearly intercepted by Sclafani, but just gets it out there. A nice pass. And it's caught by Drakansky. He picks up about 4.
Real dangerous there, but they get away with it for a solid pickup.
Gain of about 5 on that play. We'll bring up 2nd and 5.
Second and 6. Flipping the play here.
Miscommunication. They're going to have trips to the field side.
And now we have a whistle.
It's going to be a timeout for Seton Hall.
With 13 seconds left until the end of the first quarter. And you think you just play it safe to end the quarter?
I don't know. You're at 2nd and 6 here. You really have options. If you want to run, force a 3rd and short, you're able to do that. If you want to pass, you can know that if it's incomplete, you still have a manageable 3rd down. they really, I said it for Delbarton earlier, they have their playbook open right now.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if they took a shot here.
At this point where they are in the field, it's really interesting too, because if it comes to a 4th down and you need to punt, you can really flip the field well. You can get aggressive here if you are Seton Hall. And they'll come out in the same formation they left in.
It's an empty set here. 13 seconds left on the clock for the first quarter. Newcomb. Quick pass is dropped by West, but might be the better decision as he was going to get popped on the play.
Yeah, and Delbarton just brought a blitz, and it was not picked up. Newcomb, good pocket awareness to know he had to get that ball out. Just dropped on the outside.
10 seconds now. And now you're looking at if Delbarton might get the ball before the end of the first quarter.
Yeah, and here's that situation I was talking about, a 3rd and 6. It's going to be a big play. If you need to punt, you can flip the field, but obviously you want to keep this drive moving. We'll see what they come out with. Delbarton looks like they're going to guess pass.
Aiden Lockett, the guy targeted the most and leads the team in receiving all the way on the top left of the screen. But here's a little pass to West, and a great tackle again. Now he gets up and keeps going, but for maybe a yard, and it will be 4th down, and that will do it for the first quarter. We'll be back with a fourth down for the Pirates. We're back here, the punting unit out. Declan Farrell to punt, and Matt Tafuri to receive. Tafuri.
Seton Hall needs to be careful here. Last 2 punts have been very close to getting blocked.
Yep, Tafuri standing around the 20-yard line. Farrell gets this one away. It's a powerful punt, but maybe a little too fast. Tafuri with some room ahead and picks up a nice gain of about 17 yards.
Flag on the play here. Looks like it's going to be on Delbarton. We'll see what the officials come up with. Great field position if this flag does not stand. And it's going to be a personal foul on Delbarton. It's going to back him up.
There's a personal foul against Delbarton on the play.
It's going to be a 15-yard penalty. So cancel out that gain of 17. It's only going to be a gain of 3 from that 20-yard line.
And that really hurts. You were going to have great field position on that drive. And really, that was an unnecessary penalty out in the backfield. Those are the little things that just Delbarton needs to clean up right now.
Trips to the left. We've seen screen passes out of this formation. It'll be a run to Irby Mason.
Handoff goes to number 22.
Got a gain of 5 on the play.
And that's just a solid run and a solid blocking from the O-line. Always falling forward, always picking up +2 after contact.
Gain of about 4 on that.
And here comes another 2-back set from the Green Wave.
Can be a run, Irby Mason again, up the gun, and picks up a first down.
Yeah, and another great play design and great blocking design from Delbarton there. They pull left guard Tanner Koss and get him in as lead blocker for Kobe Irby Mason. And you have the extra lead blocker, Matthew Tafuri, as well.
Right back to Irby Mason. Oh, and he almost broke that one loose, but he's taken down regardless. It is a first down, a gain of 12. And Coach Bowers, before last week's game, said, I really want to establish the run game. I guarantee you the goal does not change.
Absolutely. And it looked like that was the same play as before. You had Matthew Tafuri and Tanner Koss pulling for lead blocking for Delbarton, and it worked yet again, really getting things going in the run game.
He said it'll take a lot of pressure off of his sophomore quarterback and other sophomore weapons.
Yeah, and now you see the effect it has on Seton Hall. They're stacking the box here. It could leave, and now they're going to motion out. Austin Kiley could be a wide receiver screen to the left.
It's going to be a running back screen, and it's the Fury bouncing left, picks up about 4 or 5 on the play.
And that's what that running game will do to you. When you're getting beat on the ground, you need to get more linebackers in the box, and when you do that, there's going to be mismatches on the outside, and they're just going to motion Matthew Tafuri into the flat and get a solid pickup. Familiar formation for Delbarton.
Yep, that's going to be pistol. Outside zone. Irby Mason, stiff arming.
Yeah, and it's a familiar formation, but they've been very creative with their play calling. You see that same look with 2 backs and that twin wide receivers on the right, but they're just able to run so many running plays and so many passing plays out of it, just adding wrinkles that the Seton Hall defense has to deal with, and they're not going to be able to cover all of them. There's Mr. Lowy's first miss of the day.
He recovers, though. That's number 8. Only 2 more needed to break his record, or to tie his record. And we only got 9 minutes to go.
And here's that same formation. Let's see what they do.
Going deep. Van Raphorst is down there, and it's incomplete.
Yeah, and they're going to take a shot after successful short passes and short runs. They're going to take a shot. Just great coverage on the outside from Michael Farah right there.
And there's going to be a flag on the play. This will back the Delbarton offense up. It's going to be holding, so it's replay first down.
That's going to back them up too, though. Now they're well behind the sticks. They're going to need to get some positive plays going here.
So 1st and 20.
And here's this same formation yet again. 2 backs in the backfield, twin receivers to the right.
It's going to be a run to Tafuri. Up the gut, Matt Tafuri! 1 guy to get, and he picks up the first down.
Ball's out. Ball is out, and Seton Hall has it, but they might rule him down.
What's the call? It looks like he was down.
We'll see what they come up with, but yes, that's that same play I was mentioning earlier with the right guard this time, pulling and acting as a lead blocker, using Matt Tafuri this time instead of Kobe Irby Mason. Really positive, really great play design and really great results there for Delbarton.
Both offenses are out on the field.
And we'll see what happens here. It looks like they're going to call holding on Delbarton. Or
I'm very confused, but it looks like Delbarton will keep the ball, but
I think what I'm hearing right now is that it's an inadvertent whistle, meaning that they're going to redo the play. It's going to remain 1st and 20. That's a very, very uncommon to hear that. We'll see. I've never heard of that. I've never seen that happen before.
Yeah, me neither. Wow. So we'll replay first down. It'll be 1st and 20. So
we'll
wouldn't be surprised if they went back to the run here.
I mean, seeing how it worked out last time, there's really no harm. We'll see what happens here.
The cornerback is playing deep back. Could be a screen, but they're going to just hand it off. Kiley up the gut. Good gain. And he falls down after a gain of about 10 on the play. It'll be 2nd and 10.
I mean, this running game for Delbarton has just been so strong this season. You have 3 different backs and really just keeping them fresh. They're going to go back to the same play yet again to Kiley.
It's not going to work out as well, though. It'll be 3rd and 10, a gain of nothing on the play.
Big stop there for Seton Hall, really sticking their feet in the ground. They needed that one. Delbarton just short of field goal range, 3rd and 10 here.
Third and 10. Seton Hall's fans getting rowdy over there. Hard count.
And if you look at Seton Hall's alignment here, they are showing blitz. We'll see how that adjusts this play call.
Gordy drops back. It's a deep drop back. Going deep. Van Raphorst is there, and it's overthrown.
Yeah, they had him. They had a ball, similar route, just underthrown earlier in the game. This one just overthrown. And it looks like they're going to send out the punt team.
He really did have him. And even with Van Raphorst's great speed, couldn't get to that one. He had underthrown him about twice before, and then just couldn't find it. But as a result, 4th and 10.
Yeah, the silver lining is that play design is working, and they're getting these looks, which is very good for this passing game.
And it's down at the 1. Wow.
A great job from the gunner there. That was Nick Stoll getting down the sideline, finding the ball, and pinning Seton Hall deep. And with their struggles in the rushing game and the passing game, this could be very dangerous for Seton Hall. Yeah, they're really just on the 1 yard line. No room to go backwards. Very dangerous here.
This play is run all over it.
You have to be careful, though. Delbarton has done a good job penetrating the offensive line on these run plays. Needs solid blocking up front here.
This might be a... Oh, never mind. It looked like it might have been a... It might be a tush push. No, it's going to be a little fullback dive. Where are they going to rule this? At the 2. They'll rule it at the 2 yard line.
Yeah, come out in I formation, just getting it out quick to the fullback. That's a good look there, because if you go to the running back in that formation, he gets the ball deeper, and there's more time for the Delbarton defense to get in. Safe call there, but they can't call that 2 more times. They're gonna, if they want a first down, they need a solid pickup from the run here so that they open up their playbook.
A little bit more room.
Very limited still right now. But this time they'll spread out the formation, get more defenders outside of the box.
See what they go with here. Newcomb throws, caught! And it will be a first down.
Great play there from Seton Hall. Just a quick pass on a slant there. And it looks like Newcomb's going to come off the field. We'll see what Seton Hall goes with there. Their quarterback is currently off the field.
Well, Brady Manzo, senior, and just for the record, back in week 0, I remember covering the sideline, and they had this coming. They have certain formations with Manzo that they'll use. So watch out for some read options here.
They're going to have a 2-back set. And it's going to be a false start on Seton Hall.
You see that there. You got the 2 running backs to each side. Manzo has the option to tuck it.
Yeah, you called it. That's going to be their running quarterback, but it looks like behind the sticks they're going to bring Newcomb back out. Or not. Maybe they'll leave him in. We'll see. Man's going to come back out. We'll see what they go with. They're well behind the sticks. 1st and 15.
Manzo has 7 rushes for 17 yards on the season.
And they're going to come out in that same formation, too.
It's going to be a run by Manzo, taking it up the middle.
Great.
And he's tripped up, but it'll be 2nd down, and looks like 6, maybe 7 to go.
And here comes Newcomb back onto the field. Great job from Manzo here. Really just doing exactly what he needs to do. That's his role in this offense. And just adding that wrinkle, carrying the Delbarton defenders on the running back, getting upfield. That's a great play from Seton Hall.
2 wide receivers to the right. Robbins in the backfield. Newcomb rolling right immediately, throws it, and a wide receiver was in range.
Yeah, and you see that that whole play relies on that right edge, that right tackle on the offensive line. And you just see, I believe that's that's Matt O'Leary out there just breaking through and getting pressure on the quarterback. When you have a bootleg like that offensive line, if it's not solid, it's going to be a bad play.
Right, and that's why I had to throw it away. Emmett Coy was causing a lot of pressure from the inside as well. Really pushing that offensive line back. He had 2 guys on him. It'll be 3rd down. Deep in their own territory. Really want to pick up yards here, even if you don't pick it up. So you give your punter some room. And we have a whistle before the snap. Delay a game on the offense.
And it's going to back up Seton Hall even more.
This completely changes what you just select from the playbook.
Absolutely. 3rd and 7. Maybe you have a gadget run play or something to that effect that can pick up 7, but now you're in a textbook passing situation.
3rd and 12. 5 minutes and 25 seconds to go here in this first half.
We'll see. They come out in that same formation they had pre-penalty.
Newcomb under a lot of pressure. He's going to throw it, and it's one-handed caught by West. Coy and other Delbarton guys working to bring him down, but it'll be short of the first down.
Yeah, and that's just a good job to make something out of nothing. That was just a busted play from the offensive line. Newcomb, good job to get that ball out. A sack there would have been deadly.
And he was in his own end zone. So, I mean, if that pass wasn't caught or was not in the range, would have cost them 2 points.
Absolutely. We'll see what Matthew Tafiri can work up now as the punt returner for the Green Wave.
He'll be standing at the 40-yard line. Farrow just gets this one away. Caught at the 38 to Fury. Scanning where he's going to go. And not too many options as he'll only pick up about 4.
Yeah, and a great job from Sean Hayes there. He was a gunner there for Seton Hall Prep. Just staying with Matthew Tafuri, making sure he has no room to run.
Brought down by number 48, Charlie Hughes.
Now Delbarton has good field position here from their own 40. Really want to get on the board here. And they're going to come out in this same familiar formation. We've seen it many times already. Kobe Irby Mason and Matthew Tafuri the backs with the Twins receiver on the right, Grant Van Raphorst and Gerard Yu.
Gallardi, hands off. And Irby Mason up to past midfield and to the 49.5-yard line.
Yeah, great patience there from Kobe, waiting for his blocks to develop, and then when he gets to contact, just doing a great job falling forward, getting +2.
Handoff. Irby Mason around the right side. Picks up the first down and a few more. It is forced out of bounds.
Yeah, great job of Kobe there to get downhill, very quickly. And a great block there from Matthew Tafuri as well, really setting the edge, giving Kobe room to run. Great runs to start off this drive so far. And they'll use the same formation yet again.
And it'll be another handoff to Irby Mason up the gut. Lowers the shoulder. First down for the junior.
So quick and so explosive. Just when he sees a gap, he just gets right through it very quickly, gets downhill very well. And just when he gets to contact, he's always falling forward.
Another run, Irby Mason, but he's met around the line of scrimmage, picks up 1. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Good play from Seton Hall there, really putting their feet in the ground yet again. We'll see what Delbarton comes up. Traditionally, this game, one thing I've noticed, when they get successive positive runs like this, they've went to the pass. So I could maybe see a deep shot coming here from Delbarton.
It's going to be a handoff around the left side to Fury. Finds the hole! Matt to Fury inside the 10. He's in! Touchdown, Green Wave!
A great play there from Delbarton. We've seen it a million times already. We saw the right guard, that's Jack Christie, pulling off the line, acting as a lead blocker, clearing the way for Matthew Tafuri, who gets downhill, breaks tackles, and finds his way into the end zone, getting Delbarton on the board first.
Talk about that acceleration. Finds the hole. He's an experienced runner. He is the senior. And he just bursts through the hole. It's his 4th touchdown of the year. Hudson Yee out for the extra point. That's how you get your fan base into the game.
Absolutely.
Kicks up, and it is good.
Yeah, you can hear the Delbarton pit rocking right now. Huge adrenaline, huge momentum shift for Delbarton. You know, they've had good offensive drives this game so far. First time they get points on the board. It's a great feeling for Coach Chi, the offensive coordinator.
Yee stays perfect on the season. He is 11 for 11 on extra points.
Absolutely, and you see now the Delbarton pit just getting rowdy. The infamous Mr. Costa getting the pit going down there.
So Delbarton gets on the board first with 3:15 left to go in the half.
Number 3.14, Mr. Costa. Down on the
And Seton Hall looks to respond here. But it'll be interesting because they moved the ball effectively, but it's just been drives stalling out eventually in those penalties. So just need to play more disciplined.
Absolutely. When they are playing clean football, this is a dangerous offense, and they're getting solid pickups. They just need to play a clean drive here, get this ball moving, get this run game going, and then establish that passing game. They've yet to do that. We see the kicker here, Rob Lannon, coming out to kick.
And I saw it. Stoll looked like he was a little bit past the line. Yep, encroachment before the kick went out. And you get your blood pumping. You just scored. Really want to get out there and make a big tackle. As a result, maybe a little too amped.
Yeah, that's a momentum killer right there. But Delbarton just needs to keep the energy up. Don't let that harm you. It's only a 5-yard penalty on the kickoff. Still need to get out there and make a play on this return.
So now the kick from their own 35.
number 42, Rob Lannon.
We'll see what Landon does this time. That was a solid kick from him on the penalty.
35. Beefy left leg of Rob Lannon.
And this one drilled back to the 8-yard line.
That's a great kick.
Around the right side, trying to find a hole. And he's taken down around the 30-yard line.
Yeah, great kick and a great return there from Seton Hall. That's good field position starting off at their 30-yard line.
A big drive here coming from the Pirates and for the Green Wave. See how this offense can respond.
Yeah, this is going to be big. If you're going to drive here for Seton Hall, a long drive, pick up yards, this could be the last drive before halftime, have a chance to put points up on the board, have a chance to go into halftime tied. If you don't and you fizzle out with a quick drive, Delbarton is dangerous to score again and extend their lead before half.
Handoff around the left side. Nice gain, turns the corner. And he's taken out of bounds by Stoll. But Bryce Robbins picks up a nice gain. And again, I'll keep referring to this week 0 matchup because it's when I covered them. And he has high expectations coming into the season.
Absolutely. That's a great play from Seton Hall, setting the outside edge. First time they've really went to the outside in the run game, and it worked very well. Delbarton's linebackers have done a great job filling up the gaps in the offensive line so far. Bouncing it off to the outside was a great call there.
And Manzo's in, so we'll see if they have a run or pass. 2 wide receivers to the right. It's a pistol set. It'll be Manzo rolling to his right, trying to turn the corner, and Coy takes him down.
Ball's out.
Ball's out.
Ball's out, and Delbarton's got it, it looks like. Emmett Coy
Causing the
grabs
fumble.
the right arm of Manzo as he was running to his right. Definitely looked like the ball was out before Manzo went down. Did the ball stay in bounds before Delbarton recovered it? That's the question.
We'll see what they rule here. They took their time with the last call, and it will be Seton Hall ball, it looks like. Newcomb comes out back onto the field.
It looks like they're ruling him down before that ball popped out. Great play from Emmett Coy here, a senior. When defensive lineman chasing a free quarterback and they see that right arm pop back, that's the best thing they want to see.
Pass is caught by West with some room ahead, breaks some tackles. Open field ahead. Leonard West. Coyce chasing, and he's in for the touchdown.
That's a great play from Seton Hall there, just getting the ball out quick and getting your skill guy in space. Great play there from West. Great play design from the coaching booth. And the Seton Hall ties it right back up with 2 minutes left to go.
That's a great response there from the Pirates. Great blocks ahead, way to stay in bounds, and from what could have been a turnover turns into a touchdown.
Absolutely huge momentum shift there, and Seton Hall is right back in this.
Kicks up and good. So we're tied here at 7 with triple twos to go here in the first half. We'll be back. Declan Farrell will get this one away.
Low
it's a
kick.
squib kick, fielded, and Andrew Henson goes out of bounds around the 40-yard line.
Yeah, and just totally missed the kick there. It's going to give Delbarton great field position. They're looking to take the lead back before half. They have time to do it.
I used to play football in middle school. I was out on the special teams, and for me, I mean, I barely expected to get the ball on some kickoffs, but right there, Henson gets his first touch of the year.
And I will say that is dangerous, though, because if you muff that kick when it's coming quick at you that great hands there to make sure there's no turnover, get positive field position.
Pistol set for the Green Wave. Gallardi will hand off Irby Mason. And he's face masked. There's the flag on the play. And this will move Delbarton up around midfield.
I mean, we've seen that formation and that play call 1,000,001 times now. And again, it just works so well. I mean, no face mask there. That play was going to be a huge gain anyway. Delbarton now moves across midfield. Dangerous position here for Seton Hall.
Watch out. They might take a shot here. It's really shallow play from the Seton Hall defense.
Absolutely, and that's the effect of this Delbarton running game.
And they'll just hand it off. Irby Mason up the gut, patiently running, and picks up some more.
I mean, Kobe Irby Mason there. He trucked his own offensive lineman.
Whatever it takes.
Works out for him. Solid gain there, and they keep moving.
1:38 to go here in the first half.
And I like to see Delbarton take a shot at some point. If they keep running, this clock's going to wind down.
That's what they might do here. Gallardi's going to launch it deep. Van Rapphorst there. He's got it for the touchdown.
And a huge play from Gavin Gallardi. We said it before. He underthrew one, overthrew the other. That one was perfect. Hits Grant Van Rapphorst in stride, and we've seen that look 3 times yet so far today. You establish the run game on the ground. You get those safeties and those linebackers creeping in. The cornerbacks shift their eyes from their receivers to the quarterback, and then Grant Van Rapphorst just beats his guy by a step, and Gavin Gallardi finds it and takes advantage of it. Huge play for this Delbarton offense.
What a pass, building confidence and fit it in right between the safety and the cornerback. Grant Van Rapphorst with great speed.
Absolutely. And Delbarton's going to reclaim the lead with only 1:30 left to go.
Yee's kick is up and true. So 14-7, the Green Wave back on top, but still time for the Pirates to go out on the field and answer. Minute 24 to go.
And I mean, this game, just momentum shifters left and right. We saw that initial touchdown from Tafuri, got the Green Wave student section going. Then that huge play from West for Seton Hall got the Seton Hall fan base going. And now the momentum is firmly in Delbarton's control. And Seton Hall really wants to get something going before halftime, just to keep momentum up on their side.
Mr. Owie, by the way, did break the record. That's 13 today.
He's going to destroy this record.
My gosh.
It's not
There's
even
actually
halftime.
too many wasps. We need to get some, might need to get some cleaning in here. I mean, you left and right, they're just wasps all over the desk in front of us.
I want to get my first.
I honestly feel bad. I just see them, the nerves still twitching in them, the legs. It's like, it's almost like they're asking for it.
You hear the Delbarton pit now getting loud for this kickoff.
Lannon gets this one away, no flags. Caught at the 4.
Another great kick from Lannon there.
And a nice tackle.
Yeah, great kick and great coverage from the kickoff team for Delbarton. You see Matthew Tafuri with a big hit there. Going to pin Seton Hall deep at their 15.
Number 47, Anthony Goodall on to return the kick. Brought down by number 7, Matthew DeFury.
Ball will be placed at the 16. And the offense comes out onto the field. So through the first 15 minutes, we did not see almost any offense, but in the last 5 minutes, we've already had 21 points.
And I mean, this is the point in the game where the coaches really can get creative. They've established the plays they're going to use, and now they get to throw in those wrinkles that work off them and really just use unique plays that are going to be, those are going to be your touchdown scores.
Luke McBride with a big tackle in the backfield. Loss of 3 on the play.
Yeah, and you see Luke McBride picking up the tackle there, but that play was really set by Devin Martin. He gets around his blocking assignment on the edge and just forces the running back to cut back, gives Luke McBride that opportunity to make the big tackle for loss.
Timeout. Green Wave will also take a timeout. We're back here. 2nd and 13. Delbarton just spent one of their timeouts. They'll have 1 remaining in this half. Newcomb fires to his right, caught. It might have lost something on the play. No, I think he gets right back to the first down, or right back to the line of scrimmage. And, somebody's down hurt on the play for Seton Hall. There'll be a timeout.
Yeah,
I think it's the Green Wave. We'll step aside. We're back here. The injured player came off the field. It'll be 3rd and 13 with 1:06 to go. An incomplete pass would really help the Green Wave, so they will run it. Robbins turning the corner. Bryce Robbins close to a first down, and he gets it by 2 yards.
Yeah, and great blocking from the Seton Hall Prep offensive line. That's going to give him the first 5 yards. But then bouncing off that tackle from, I believe that was Chaz Cusimano, bouncing off that tackle really helped that play.
False
And
start. I think almost everybody but Newcomb.
looks like miscommunication from the center. Just didn't snap it when he was supposed to. And it's just going to back him up. And that's what I was saying before about the little things for Seton Hall Prep. You just get a huge play on offense, and when you're not able to take advantage of it, when you put yourself behind the sticks from penalties, it's just really going to kill drives. Now, less than 30 seconds in the half. We'll see how they play this. They're just going to...
Robbins around the right side. And he'll pick up a few.
And we'll see how Seton Hall Prep handles this. I assume they're going to let this coast into halftime with 10 seconds left.
And, yep, it seems like that's what they're going to
And it
do.
looks like they will. So Delbarton is going to carry a 7-point lead into halftime. Great plays there from both teams, really. Great play designs from both teams. But Delbarton with just slightly better execution, and they're definitely winning in the trenches right now.
We'll be back with the halftime report. We're back here with the Dunkin' Donuts halftime report. America runs on Dunkin'. They are selling right outside and giving out some hats, glasses, some drinks right outside the fence. I'm Ben DeVella alongside Ryan Dewey in the booth. Green Wave up 14-7 on the Pirates at halftime. What did you observe?
Yeah, and to me, it was really just total trench domination from Delbarton in that first half. You saw such an effective run game for Delbarton, and that always starts from the offensive line. Those short passes as well, those screen passes to the running backs, to the wide receivers, everything was going great for this Delbarton offensive line. Defensively, too, they've been getting in the backfield consistently on run and pass plays, really not letting Seton Hall build anything up. So moving forward, Seton Hall just needs to be more physical in the trenches. They need to start winning that, because when you don't win that trench game, you get the running game for Delbarton. It's going as it has been. Then you need to pull linebackers and safeties down to support that run defense, and that opens up that huge passing play, which we saw to Grant Van Rapp.
Exactly. With all the runs and then throwing the pass in, again, Brian Bauer said he wants to establish the run game, which he has so far, at least did in the first half, and then opened up the passing game. And they had a few shots which they weren't complete on, but finally, when it came down to the final 5 minutes in that 2-minute drill, they really connected with that touchdown. And now the fans are really getting into it after a rough last Saturday.
Absolutely. And, I spoke with Coach Chi pregame about how they get this offense going, and they said it's relying on those new wide receivers. They're relying on new guys with those wide receiver 2 and wide receiver 3 out right now. So with those two guys out, they've really executed their game plan to perfection. They've used those 3 running backs very well. They've used that running game. They've opened up the passing game. They're using unique looks. They're getting new receivers involved, and they're getting yards after the catch, which is the biggest thing for a young quarterback, having receivers who can get yards after the catch.
Yeah, especially with those little screen passes in the backfield, especially with Tafuri. We saw it on the first play to Van Rapphorst. Haven't seen it since, but, just really building that confidence. And we'll see what they do in the second half.
Absolutely.
We'll be back with the third quarter. The first half was crazy. Hopefully the second half is even crazier. Declan Farrell ready to kick this one off, and we'll see if the Green Wave can double up here.
Great kick there from Seton Hall. Delbarton's going to pick it up at their 20. Give me my hat back.
The Delbarton offense coming out onto the field.
And you hear this pit, they're going crazy right now. The energy is very high for Delbarton right now, coming into the second half with a lead and with a chance to extend here with the ball.
It is a pistol set, but look at that. Grant Van Raphorst inside on the slot. It's going to be a run regardless. Kobe Mason trying to bounce, and maybe he'll get back to the line. Yep, just right to the line of scrimmage.
Great play from Kobe there, just making something out of nothing, and a great play from Seton Hall there, really coming out of this break with energy and stopping that run. That's going to be crucial for them in the second half.
No huddle here.
The key to this game for Seton Hall's defense is stopping the run, and they did that very well on this first play.
It's a handoff, and Irby Mason fighting for yards. He's got to gain a 3. It'll be 3rd and 7.
And there it is again. You see now they're forcing Delbarton into a passing situation on 3rd down. They struggled to do that in the first half, and this is going to be a big play determining the outcome of this second half for Seton Hall's defense. They need to stop here. They've done everything they needed to do on the first 2 plays. What can they do here on 3rd down? Looks like a pass as Delbarton spreading out the formation to the outside.
3rd and 6. Gallardi passes. Caught by Van Raphorst. Open field ahead. Look at the speed. And he's gone. Touchdown, Green Wave.
Wow, what a play from Delbarton. You saw right pre-snap, right before the snap, you saw Gerard Yu motion to the outside just a little bit more and isolate each cornerback. They were stuck in man-to-man coverage, and they're on their own islands there. So Grant Van Rappenhorst shakes his defender, gets open, and there's just no help anywhere to be found.
Talk about the slant route. Perfectly executed, and how about that ball fitting it right in between the corner and the linebacker, and with that speed, you're never catching him.
Absolutely. That was a great pass from Gavin, and that's huge for his confidence as a young quarterback.
And something we'll keep referring to, I mean, they keep running the ball, and then as a result, I mean, out of halftime, obviously they're going to adjust to stop that run, and once they bring in those linebackers, once they figure out what's going on and they start rushing more, that opens up the middle of the field. You see that a lot in the NFL with a big rush on the line, and it just opens up those little slant routes, and they're really effective.
Absolutely, because it forces your cornerbacks to play on islands. You know, each one is assigned to their own guy, and they're on their own. And in man-to-man coverage, you're focused on the receiver, not the quarterback. So once that ball's out, Grant Van Rapphorst had the ball, and the other 2 cornerbacks who were on his side were just still covering their receivers. So there's no help there for that cornerback, and Grant Van Rapphorst just wins the one-on-one. Delbarton's pit gets even rowdier if that's possible.
Yeah, and again, you look at the first play, I pointed it out. He was playing in the slot, Van Rapphorst, and I mean, just must have saw something at halftime.
Absolutely. That's a huge play from Delbarton coming out to it looks like Seton Hall's defense was going to put their foot down and start to get some stops, and that really just flipped the whole momentum after 2 good stops from Seton Hall. Landing out to kick now for the Green Wave.
Just want a line drive, and it will bounce out of bounds, which will put the ball at the 40-yard line.
Yeah, costly mistake there. Coming off a touchdown, you just want to play textbook. Just don't give the defense or Seton Hall too good field position.
And that's another penalty on the kickoff after a huge play, and it's a momentum killer.
And you saw that with the first touchdown, too. After you get momentum, just issues on the kickoff. Just kill that momentum. Unique formation here for Seton Hall. Motions out there Wide receiver.
Robbins around the right side, avoids Coy, that was
Matt.
O'Leary,
Yeah.
and he picks up a few yards.
Handoff goes to number 20, Bryce Robbins.
I really like that look, starting to motion the running back out of the backfield just to give it right back to him, almost like a counter-type play to the strong side. I really like that look from Seton Hall. They used that in the first half at some point, too, and it was also successful then.
Again, the winning 50-50 ticket
2nd and 6.
is number 525-06.
Play action. Newcomb lofting it to his tight end. A great breakup. Nick Stoll forcing his hand in there. And a ball that could have easily been a catch and a smart throw to a big tight end is knocked away by Nick Stoll.
Yeah, and that's just a textbook play action pop pass there from Seton Hall. Play action, you leak the tight end over the middle on almost a go route, hope that he's open. Great play from Nick Stoll. He was a step behind there, but just got his hand on the football. And here comes a big third down for Seton Hall.
And Nick Stoll, a guy who's been playing corner most of his Delbarton career. You got Colin Brady here on the bottom of your screen. He's been really playing well with his height. He plays basketball. And here's a little screen pass. Robbins is taken down in the backfield. Coy was there, and I think O'Leary also contributed 4th down.
And I think that's the biggest problem that's been Seton Hall's biggest problem on offense so far. They haven't really been able to take a deep shot like Delbarton has been able to. And that starts with the offensive line, as we mentioned during halftime. When you don't have that protection, it's hard to take deep shots.
4th and 7, Farrell out to punt. To Fury back at his 25. Farrell it was almost blocked. To Fury taking it the other way. And he's taken down at the 41. And some stuff after the play with Coy. And that was
Very physical play.
Yeah,
Seton Hall wanted a penalty for roughing the kicker. Does not look like they'll get one.
Greiko was tangled up with Coy. But yeah, no, Farrell was looking for a call. He got hit after the kick. That most likely should have been a penalty. But there's a guy down on the field. That's Matt Fury.
Looks like he's just having a cramp down there. Has the trainers down with him. Hopefully nothing more serious than that.
Yeah, we'll come back with the Delbarton drive. Matt Fury walking off the field with a limp. Might have been a bit more than just a cramp. They were stretching his lower leg, so something to look out for.
Yeah,
Fortunately for the Green Wave, they have two other good running backs. But we'll definitely keep an eye on him. Here's a screen pass caught by Van Raphorst, and he gets the first down. But he does not seem like he wants to put some weight on that foot, that right foot.
Yeah, and that's a great job blocking from Gerard Yu there on the outside, and a good play call, too. Yeah, Matthew Tafuri talking with the orthopedics trainer for Delbarton. Not what you want to see, especially from a guy as talented as Matthew Tafuri.
He's going to Arme. Here's Kobe Irby Mason, gain of 2.
Handoff goes to number
2nd and 8.
Irby Mason. Brought down by number 5, Owen Bednarski. Short gain on that play will bring up 2nd and 8.
2nd and 2 here. They'll hold the same formation. Let's see if they go to the air here. That's what I'd bet on.
It's going to be a run. Irby Mason! Kobe Irby Mason! To the 26 with a big run for the Green Wave.
And, I mean, Kobe Irby Mason just so talented and so explosive at getting downhill quickly. If the offensive line, as we've been saying, has been strong all day for the Green Wave, they've been opening up gaps for him, and he's just getting through them so quickly and exploiting the space that's open.
Michael Hugg down on the field. He took a knee, and now he's on his back. He was pointing to that left, it looked like left calf.
Looks like they're stretching out his right hamstring. Hopefully this is only a cramp.
Yeah, we'll be back. We're back here. Michael Hugg walks off the field. Pistol set with Kylie and Irby Mason. Ghilardi takes the snap. He'll hand to Kylie. Angrily running. And he'll be brought down with a gain of a few.
Yeah, and that's something that all three of these running backs for Delbarton have. You see it in Matthew Tafuri, you see it in Kobe Irby Mason, and you saw it from Austin Kylie right there. When they have the ball, they run angry. They're always looking to lower the shoulder and run through somebody and get positive yards after contact. And looks like they're going to go to the running back 4 here on the depth chart. That's Easton Wendorf, I believe. He's going to be in the backfield. Looks like he'll be taking the role of Matthew Tafuri as they're going to keep cycling the running backs.
It's going to be a run for Irby Mason around the left side, and he's taken down with a yard short of a first down, or a yard or 2 short of the first down.
Yep, solid pickup there from Kobe Irby Mason. Great blocking there. You saw Easton Wendorf coming from the back, directly behind the quarterback, acting as a lead blocker. That's something that's so strong about this 2-back set that they're able to use.
Pistol set once more. Ghilardi will hand. Irby Mason met at the line of scrimmage, but enough for a first down on the second attempt.
And I mean, like I said, he just runs angry. You see, he got met at the line there on defensive tackles. Nose tackles met him at the line, and he still ran through it for 4 yards after contact. So explosive out of the backfield. And it gives the offensive coordinator, Coach Chi, the ability to call those run plays on 3rd and mediums.
And Irby Mason, guys chasing from behind, but a nice gain on the play. Brings Delbarton inside the 10 and a yard shy of a first down.
Yeah, these interior offensive linemen just working so well for Delbarton right now, making a little bit of room for him, and that's all Kobe needs.
Gavin Ghilardi hands off Irby Mason once more. Trying to stick it in, and he's going to be at the 4.
Brought down by number 48, Charlie Hughes.
It's going to be first and goal from the 3rd-yard line. And the backs are Kylie, or the only back is Kylie. Wendorf in the slot here.
Yeah, they're going trips right, but they're
And it's going to be a handoff. Kylie bouncing, reaching. Is he in? Their initial ruling is he's inches short, and that's what will continue to be the ruling.
I mean, how many times have I said of this drive, just running down a defender, getting yards after contact. This running back core is so strong. That's their running back 3 who's still doing this stuff.
And Kylie, and it looks like he might be short here.
Looks like they denied him. This is going to be an interesting challenge on 3rd and inches on the goal line.
And yeah, he's short. And there's another injured Pirate down in the end zone, gripping his face mask. That is Charlie Hughes. The trainers will come out to check on him, and we'll be back with a 3rd and goal from the 1. Was it actually? All right.
And I believe that was just another cramp for Seton
Jaden-
Hall there.
Jaden
Hydration,
Schmall's
a
in the
big
game
injury.
here. Could be a read option here. Irby Mason also in the backfield. He's going to take it himself. And the second push. And he's in. Touchdown, Green Wave. Jaden Schmalls, the backup quarterback, comes in and takes it in.
And just the second effort there from the Green Wave. Jaden Schmalls lowers his shoulder as he's approaching the line. But Seton Hall does a great job to stand him up initially, and then just the offensive lineman, the power comes back in and keeps the pile moving. And that's another touchdown for the Green Wave, extending themselves to a 20-point lead, 21 pending the extra point.
He is out there. And he is, the kick's up, good, and he's 4 for 4 on the day.
Is up and good. That makes the score Delbarton 28, Seton Hall 7.
We're back here, Rob Lannon, ready to kick this one away after the Green Wave have doubled what they scored in the first half in this 3rd quarter.
Yeah, this Green Wave offense is starting to click. Seton Hall needs to start getting going, as that looks like a very short kick.
Yeah, must have kicked it weird. And it'll be up to the 36-yard line, and Pirates offense comes out.
Yeah, and this Seton Hall offense really needs to get things going up in the trenches. They need to start protecting their quarterback better. They need to start run blocking better. They need to start winning at the line of scrimmage, because they really can't. Like I've said, I don't think they've taken a deep shot on offense all game, despite maybe that tight end pop pass that Nick Stoll blocked. So really, they need to start to get things going and get into a groove here and start to move the ball in bigger chunks.
For sure, generate some explosive plays. And West is taken down in the backfield by McBride. I don't know if anybody blocked him.
Yeah, it looks like they were going to slide the line left to give themselves a numbers advantage, and which would leave Luke McBride unblocked. He takes full advantage of this, just blitzes from the edge and catches up with the back. Great play from the junior.
Yeah, unblocked. And the clock's ticking. 2nd and 12.
Passing formation here from Seton Hall, trying to spread out this Delbarton defense.
Newcomb with time, and the pass is picked off. Sclafani, and it looked like his arm was hit or the ball was tipped.
Ball was batted at the line. It looks like it was Chris Dottis with the swat, and really that's what I was just talking about. This offensive line didn't give him solid protection. They were trying to go with the deep pass, but not solid protection from the offensive line. Too much pressure coming in from the defensive line, just disrupting the pass, and a great play from Sclafani there to pick up an INT.
Well, he had generous time in the pocket. I mean, he had time to throw that ball, just patting the ball, but when it came time to throw it, just
batted down by the defensive line.
Yeah.
Just too much pressure coming in.
Is really talented.
And that's what you're taught as a defensive lineman. Sometimes you're not able to get home in the time that you have. You're told when the quarterback throws, you get your arms up, try to swat it.
Run to Kylie. Turns the corner. Flag on the play. Taken down at the 29.
This is going to be a holding call on Delbarton center Matthew Shivas. Just a fraction of hold there on the edge of the play. Unnecessary, but it's going to take away a big gain.
To Fury walking around on the sidelines. Don't know if he'll come back in. But he's in the area that the trainers are just keeps talking with the trainers.
Yeah, it looks like he's grabbing around that lower left leg.
Yeah.
Good to see that he's walking around, though.
Yeah, he wasn't able to put any weight on it before and now able to. So, I mean, I think he's talking with the trainers. I know Matt. I had a class guy sat with him the whole year last year. He wants to get back in this game.
Absolutely. He never wants to sit on the sideline.
Ben Rapphorst in motion. Gets set. Ghilardi, play action. He's going to tuck it and run himself, and he dives forward back to the line of scrimmage, the original line of scrimmage.
Yeah.
It'll be 3rd and 10.
That's great coverage from Seton Hall's defense. Not fooled by that initial motion. Just sticks to their receivers very well. Make sure everything's covered. Good play from Ghilardi to make something positive out of it.
They've really made this a pretty easy game for Ghilardi today. I mean, it's been really tough for him the first few weeks. He's been forced to throw the ball a lot, but they really established a strong run. And then just when they want him to pass, they've had him pass, and he's done a decent job.
Yeah, and a good stop from Seton Hall's defense. And, yeah, when I was talking to Coach Chi pregame, he really said his focus was to give Gavin Ghilardi easy reads on offense. And like you said, that comes from their strong running game and these quick screen passes and stuff like that, just simplifying the game for him.
So the offense will face a 3rd and 13.
Yeah, they haven't had to deal with a situation like this yet. We'll see how they attack this. 3rd and long, passing situation, but their running game has been strong. We'll see what they go with.
And it's going to be a run. Irby Mason trying to bounce it, using his blocks, but he's going to be stopped well short of a 1st down, up to the 41. See what they do here.
Yeah, and that's part of that's the major weak point of Delbarton's offense right now. They really can't get themselves behind the sticks because without that guaranteed passing game, it makes it very tough on the quarterback. Luckily, they have the running back strength to run in situations like that. And it looks like they're going to stay out there with a 4th and 6 right in that gray area we were mentioning before between punt and kick.
Watch out. There's an opening around the 30-yard line. It looks like a lot of linebackers are going to rush the quarterback here, and rightfully so. But watch out for those little slant passes here. And we'll have a timeout.
They'll talk it over. This is going to be a big decision for Delbarton. They're up by 21. Do you want to go for it in a situation like this, or do you want to focus on pinning Seton Hall deep?
Yeah, I don't know. It's really confusing here because while they do have that 21-point lead, again, even if you do punt, I think Seton Hall will get up back to this field position eventually. So you can pin them deep, but at the same time, if the offense can get this first down, milk this clock into the fourth quarter, and then continue this long drive. Again, only 41 seconds left here in the third quarter. I think it would be really beneficial to try to ice this one away.
Absolutely. Definitely a high-risk, high-reward play for Delbarton here. We'll see what the coaches decide coming out from the break.
We're back here. The offense out on the field. Trips to the right. Irby Mason's the back. Gillardi hard counts. Communicates with offensive coordinator.
One thing to notice, I'm seeing a mismatch in numbers on the top of your screen in that trips formation.
Gillardi, it's a handoff. Irby Mason looks like he got face mask. The flag's on the field.
Yeah, another costly face mask from Seton Hall. We saw it earlier in the game in the first half. We see it there again. And is that, yes, face mask on Seton Hall. Huge play for Delbarton. They'll pick up a first.
That yellow laundry has been haunting the Seton Hall Prep Pirates all day.
Absolutely, and it starts with when you're in situations like that with Irby Mason getting downhill so quick, it's hard to keep him contained. And that's where you just try to grab him somehow, and you grab the face mask that time. Huge play for the Delbarton offense there. They're going to be able to milk this clock down into the fourth quarter, which it looks like they will do.
Yeah, just like I said, you get that first down, you get it into the fourth quarter, you take a few minutes off that, and even put some points up on the board, it's going to be big. We'll be back and see what they can do in the fourth quarter. We're back here. Gillardi hands off to Kylie, and he'll be taken down with a gain of, no, I think he'll just get back to the line.
And this is the positive part of Delbarton's offense. We talked about the struggles in the passing game, but when you get to points late in the game where you have a lead, with such a strong run game, you're able to milk the clock a lot.
Yeah, they're taking their time here. Kylie and Irby Mason there. Alongside Gillardi in the backfield. It'll be a handoff to Irby Mason around the left side. Kobe Irby Mason, first down and more. And he's inside the 10.
Handoff goes to number 22, Kobe Irby Mason, running to the far sideline. 7-7 on bounce.
Almost broke that one for the touchdown. but a solid run. And what I'm seeing here is Gallardi's used to throwing these or giving these right-handed handoffs. I've seen a lot of left-handed handoffs today, and it's really been successful. Here's one to Irby Mason. And he's down to the 4-yard line.
Yep, dangerous position for Delbarton here. They really have an opportunity to shut the door.
Brought down by number 27.
Looks like they're going quick.
John Trafford enters the game on the left side.
And
And
it's
flag
gonna-
on the play, false start.
False start, just miscommunication. Delbarton trying to speed it up, just goes a bit too fast.
5-yard penalty will bring up 2nd and goal from the 8.
So they move it back a little bit. Easton Wendorf enters the game. Kobe Irby Mason heads to the sideline. And timeout. Seton Hall will be back. We're back here. Delbarton with the 2nd and goal from.
The 9, looks
Yep.
like. We'll see what they go with. It's going to be a run to the right. Kylie
Austin
getting downhill.
Kiley forcing himself to the 2.
Seton Hall, down
And
Seton Hall.
somebody is down on the field for Seton Hall. Seems like he's in a lot of pain. That is Jaden Crawford. And we'll take a quick timeout. We're back here, 3rd and goal from the 2-yard line. Gallardi, hands off. Irby Mason,
Short.
and the ball's out. It looked like it was out.
And it's going to be Seton Hall's ball, it looks like.
Costly mistake with a chance to extend the lead. Irby Mason, who looks like he had a clear opening to the end zone,
Yeah, it looks
lowered
like
the shoulders,
lowered
and I
the
think the ball just got popped out. A great play.
Yeah, it looks like the defender was going for a chop block. It looked, or not a chop block, but a cut almost. Whereas you go low at the hips, and it looks like he just put his helmet on the ball. Still, Seton Hall's offense pinned deep. not a comfortable position. They need to get the ball out quick.
They were able to work out of it last time when Delbarton punted and pinned them deep back there. It's going to be a quick pass, and it is blocked at the line of scrimmage and falls incomplete. It was intended for Lockett.
Yeah, great job there. I believe that was Devin Martin on the right edge. Great play from him to get his hands up, disrupt the pass. Some personnel switches for the Green Wave. Nick Stoll currently off the field. They're going to opt for Michael Perillo, I believe that is.
Yep. And Robin's trying to find his way out of the end zone, and he does, but he's still going, and he's taken down around the 2 or 3.
There. Very dangerous. Devin Martin almost came up with the safety. Great job by Robinson to get out of it, break the tackle, get some positive yards. That could have been bad. Seton Hall not out of the woods yet. Very crucial here. They got to get this ball out quick.
And whistles blow. It'll be timeout. Looks like Seton Hall will call this one.
Didn't like their look, I think. They're going to switch the play call probably.
Yeah, I mean, deep in your own territory. This is a drive where you must convert, but, I mean, even if you're going to go for it on 4th down, you're so deep in your territory, it really begs the question, you need to have the perfect look.
Absolutely.
We'll be back with 3rd down. We're back here, 3rd and 9 for the Pirates, pinned deep in their own territory at their own 4-yard line. 4 wide receivers spread out. Newcomb stepping up in the pocket, and he is tripped up and taken down around the 4 or 5-yard line.
Yeah, and that was Michael Perillo there just grabbing the feet of Newcomb. Great pocket awareness from Newcomb there, though. Very close to a sack and a safety there. Good job to escape.
And, I mean, this is going to have to be a pretty great punt.
Absolutely, and we've seen Delbarton very close to blocking punts earlier in the game. You have to be careful here. Definitely expect a max protect blocking here from Seton Hall. That's going to allow a big return from Chaz Cusimano, who's going to take over for Matthew Tafuri.
Farrell gets this one away with not a lot of room in the backfield. It'll bounce. Cusimano picks it up, and it'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. So Tafuri jumping and stretching on the sideline. And don't know if he'll return to this one. Trainers consulting with each other. But Delbarton's offense coming out onto the field.
Great field position for Delbarton here.
I don't know if you need to put Tafuri back in here. I know he wants to get back in the game.
Definitely. But again, you have strong running backs outside of him.
And Kylie will take it forward to the 40-yard line for a gain of 4.
Yeah, the Delbarton offense has room to work here, so if they're going to be using the run game, which I expect them to do a lot on this drive, they're going to be able to milk a lot of clock. There's a lot of green grass ahead of them, a lot of first downs to get. They could take a lot of time off this clock right now, and the Pirates had to use 2 of their timeouts before, so they only have 1.
Noah Christie, defensive lineman for the Green Wave, talking with the trainers. and he has a caster on his left wrist.
Definitely not what you want to see either, especially from a defensive line who's played a strong game so far today.
And Kylie gets the first down.
Handoff goes to number 15, Austin Kiley, running to the near sideline.
To Fury, still getting stretched.
Brought down by number 97, Lorenzo Paliscondolo.
Great work from the Delbarton trainers here,
For the Green Wave first.
working overtime.
Drew Bichelle comes into the game for Grant Van Raphorst.
Looks like Dever Hanlon also comes in for Gerard Yu. Some of the backups starting to come in for Delbarton with 7 minutes to go and a 21-point lead.
It's going to be a run. Kylie goes to the right, picks up 4. Sorry, 3.
Yep, and definitely this offense just needs to use the time that they have. They get 40 seconds every play. Make sure on those running clock plays you use all of it. Milk this clock down.
Same formation here.
They flip it this time. We'll see if this is a run to the left.
It'll be to the right. Kylie, maybe a yard. And getting the stop there was Paliscondolo.
Kiley running again. Brought down by number 97, Lorenzo Paliscondolo, and number 11, Drew Dawkins.
Third down here, 3rd and 5. With this runs game success so far, I definitely expect a run just to keep the clock rolling. I don't feel the need to try to take a gamble with a pass because an incomplete will stop this clock. I think you run it here, pick up the yards that you get. If it's 4th down, you just kick it, extend it to a 4-score game.
Pistol with Kylie and Wendorf. It'll be a handoff to Kylie, but he's met in the backfield. A loss of 1 on the play. It'll be 4th down.
We'll see what they do here. They're right at the 30-yard line, so with the 10 yards of the end zone and the 5 yards for the hold, give or take, it's going to be around a 45, 46-yard kick.
And the starting wide receivers come out onto the field. They're going to go for this with Van Raphorst and you.
Yep, coaching staff opting to take a gamble. Big 4th down here. Delbarton going back to that 2 running back look with twins to the left. Easton Wendorf acting as a second back with Kylie.
Glardy play action. Under pressure. Avoids 1 sack. He might take off. He will. With the first down or no?
I think he's just short there.
Yeah, only a gain of a few on the play.
Great pass coverage from Seton Hall there, keeping the wide receivers contained. And still a good job from Glardy, though, to get positive yards on the play. Make sure that they don't help out the Seton Hall offense any more than they need to.
Turnover on downs on that play.
We'll step aside. Manzo is in as the new quarterback for Seton Hall Prep.
They'll go to that 2 running back look off, play action off of it. They've done that a lot.
And they'll throw it to West off the screen, and he's taken down. Takes 2 guys to take him down, and Cusimano. And
yeah, West has played a strong game. He's gotten a lot of screen passes out in the flats, and he's just made stuff out of them, breaking tackles. He has good speed. He's able to burn some defenders on the outside. He's just done a great job today for Seton Hall. Been the main mark of their offense so far.
Newcomb back in the game.
Delbarton showing blitz here, and they'll drop to coverage.
Newcomb pumps twice, now fires. It is caught, never mind, dropped by Lockett.
Yeah, and that just needs to be caught down on the outside. He had a great route and lost Chase Hauser. Chase Hauser lost him in coverage, on man-to-man coverage, and just couldn't come up with the catch on the outside, and that's going to force him into a 3rd and short.
Yeah, it was a great route. He stopped, then pivots to the left. Little hesitation, and just couldn't hang on. Third down and 4 to go.
Yeah, and with only 4 minutes left to go, they're running out of chances, so I definitely expect a pass here. And, yep, they're going to come out with an empty set. So Delbarton crowding the line. They're showing blitz, though. He's got to get this ball out quick.
Cusimano is back. There's going to be a whistle timeout. Seton Hall Prep. But on that play, Cusimano is playing back. They did an easy hitch there. I like the look.
Yeah, that was a good look for Seton Hall Prep. I would have taken advantage. Although, still, you want to make sure you're talking this over because they have not had a lot of time. They've had some plays where the rush gets home and they bat this ball down. They want to make sure that can't happen again.
This game not necessarily over, but you want to play your offense like you would play it normally. You want to develop what you can, and that way you know that you can go to that for future matchups.
Absolutely.
But at the same time, I would love to see Seton Hall take a shot here. They haven't done it all game. They've lacked explosiveness except for the one play with West, which was a screen pass. But, I mean, you haven't tried the Delbarton secondary too much, and one thing that I can mention is the CB3 position has not been very secure for the Green Wave, especially last year with a lot of deep shots from St. Peter's Prep. And they're going to take a shot here, and it is nearly picked off by Brady. He got knocked by West on the play.
Yeah, and that's the first true deep shot we've seen Seton Hall take all day. And just great coverage from the Delbarton secondary.
Fourth down here. Obviously, the offense staying out on the field with 3:47 to go.
Yeah, if Seton Hall wants any chance to come back in this game, this needs to be converted.
Newcomb under pressure, rolling to his left.
Pressure
Scanning
coming.
his options. He's just going to take off, and he gets taken down by Moore and out of bounds. My gosh. And a little Newcomb slow to get up. A scramble along the sidelines. Some pushing and shoving. Takes his helmet off.
It looks like Newcomb was injured down on that tackle. And now he's on the Green Wave sidelines. Delbarton clearing out to give him space as the Seton Hall trainers come over to check on him.
Not a surprise that Nick Stoll was in the center of that scramble. But it'll be first down for the Green Wave when we come back. Newcomb getting checked up on the Delbarton sideline. Ty Newcomb walking off the field with the trainers, has his helmet in his hand, in the trainer's hand.
Good to see that he can walk up on his own, and they're going to have to rely on Manzo now to carry out the rest of this game as they did pick up the first down. Hoping the best for him.
Schmall's out there, the backup quarterback for the Green Wave.
Delbarton offense takes great field position. Most of the backups in now. A score would really ice this game.
Have some fun with this, though. And here we go. It's Schmall's taking it right up the gut.
Solid rush from him. He'll pick up about 4, moving closer into field goal range, and also giving Delbarton the ability to run down the clock.
Brought down by number 27, Michael Ferreira.
Schmalls will remain in the game here, so might not have just been a run. Might be his drive.
And Delbarton's going to be able to work this clock to under 2:45 on this play. with the Seton Hall out of timeouts, a first down would effectively end this game.
Schmalz breaks some tackles, still going, and his helmet's ripped off. And he gets the first down.
Bad thing is he was worked out of bounds on that play, so the clock is going to come to a stop.
Ghilardi comes out onto the field.
And they will need to pick up another first down now for this to end this game.
The Green Wave offense will have a 1st and 10 from the 22-yard line.
Bichelle and Hanlon up at the top of your screen.
And never mind, they ruled him down when his helmet came off, so the clock will keep running.
And a handoff, and there's some stuff after the play.
Ghilardi hands off to number 22, Kobe Mason.
That was, I think, Kylie and
Kivler, I believe. Kivler for
Kivler,
Delbarton.
yep. Tangled up with Barrelford, and Schmalz will come back out onto the field.
Yeah, he has to sit out one play when his helmet comes off, so Ghilardi takes a snap, but it's going to be Schmalz the rest of the way, I think. They'll let this clock run down and keep pounding the rock.
Colin Brady stretching his teammate Nick Stoll on the sideline. Schmalz, hands off. Wendorf around the right side. Easton Wendorf upended.
Solid play. He's going to be just short of the first down. One more yard will end this game. Actually, I believe one more rush will be enough to take the clock down to zeros.
Third and inches here. Clock hits a minute to go. It will be a run to Irby Mason. Trying to get the first down, and it looks like he has enough with forward progress.
He may be a half yard short. It's going to be fourth down.
I mean,
but there's going to be enough clock to where it will not matter. Delbarton's going to let it run out. Seton Hall, no timeouts, nothing to do. Delbarton's going to take the win.
A great game here from the Green Wave. And after a game where they only put up 7 points last week during their homecoming, they realized this is almost equally as big a game against their biggest rival in Seton Hall, and they make it 3 straight against the Pirates in the past 3 years. And what a game from Gavin Ghilardi. You work him into that offense. He really feels comfortable. He feels good. And there it is. Officially, Green Wave get the 28-7 win.
Absolutely, and I think Delbarton just worked their game plan down to a T. Great execution from Delbarton. They established the run game. They got the offensive line moving, and it really just allowed Gavin Ghilardi to do what Coach G wanted to do, and that was to make the easy read. They kept things simple for Ghilardi as he builds his confidence as QB1. It gave him a beautiful touchdown pass to Grant Van Raphorst, finally finding him on that deep ball. And overall, just a clean game from Delbarton's offense. Not many mistakes. And overall, the trenches were really just the difference. Seton Hall getting dominated up front, and that was enough for Delbarton to coast to a 28-7 win.
And how about Van Raphorst? Coming into this game, 7 catches for 205 yards and 3 touchdowns. He adds to that last stat. With 2 huge touchdowns, great routes, and really just capitalizing on the opportunities that they gave him. Again, Ghilardi didn't throw the ball that much, but when he did, it was almost always to Van Raphorst. And you really love to see the connection between the 2 sophomores.
Absolutely, and with those that wide receiver 2 and wide receiver out, and Xavier Rodriguez and Jack Castellano both out, it definitely feels good for Delbarton's offense to know that they can rely on Grant Van Raphorst more and give him more of the workload. It's a great sign from Delbarton's offense moving forward, as they're going to have some tough competition coming up in their schedule.
Yeah, and now for the Pirates, I mean, really a tough game. They played hard. They weren't really out of this game until really the third quarter, and just the offensive drives were just stalling out. And then when the defense has to keep coming out onto the field over and over again, they're going to get tired. And that's where Delbarton really went ahead and took the lead. So I think with you got Bullock coming back next week, you see what you can do, but you fall to 1-3. A big game for both sides. Delbarton gets the win.
Absolutely, yes. Huge momentum going for the Green Wave as they have one more home game against Pope John next week, and then going away at Pope John next week, and then going to face Bergen Catholic, one of the top teams in the state.
And then the final 2 games will be home here with DePaul and Paramus Catholic. So we'll be covering those. But I guess we'll have to wait and see over the next 2 weeks how the Green Wave perform. But I'm looking forward to the end of the season.
Absolutely. The Delbarton, the way they played today, Delbarton season is far from over, and they have a chance to make some waves going into the rest of the season.
And now for Seton Hall, they got St. Peter's Prep coming up next week. That's going to be a tough game. Then Pope John Don Bosco, and then a winnable game with Irvington, and followed by Bergen Catholic. So really going to be a tough schedule for Seton Hall. You just got to hope that Bullock's going to be the savior.
Absolutely. They just got to start getting to more explosive plays. That's just something they didn't have today.
Yeah, we'll see what they can do. But it was a fun broadcast with you, Ryan, for the executioner, Jared Lowy, with his record day, 13 Wasps killed.
Bit of a slow second half for him, though.
Yep. But, I mean, I think the Wasps learned. Probably watching from outside, they're like, yikes, I don't want to go in there.
They know he's dangerous.
Delbarton gets the win 28-7 against their big rival in Seton Hall Prep.